Hi guys, so I thought for my first hair tutorial I would do my everyday hair look. People always ask how I style it. I normally do it myself and I wear it the same pretty much every day. It's kind of an intentional, just rolled out of bed look. It takes a lot to achieve because this is what we got going on. I don't know like what you call this, giant Italian frizz ball. I am gonna walk you through what I do to it every day. Well, not every day, like every other day. It's not good to use hair products every day. I haven't worn my hair straight since I don't even know when. I think it just looks like I'm like intentionally fighting nature. Like it just does not look natural on me. Like I'm quite a rock and roll chick. So that's the goal here today, is to make it look all wavy and cute as though we just rolled out of bed after a night of, you know, raging, even though I did nothing last night. I only wear my hair wavy or curly, but I don't even own a curler. I only own a straightening iron because I feel like it gives you a way better wave than a curling iron. Curling irons versus straighteners, I always go for the straightener. I think it's more versatile. I've had this one forever, so don't judge, but it's the best. It's GHD, Classic Styler. Holla! Don't want to get that too close to my face because I've burned my chin a few times before. So let's get started. I section off my hair because it's starting with the bottom layer. I usually have to section off in like 3 to 4 sections, but you may only need 2. I don't know. Takes a bit of time, so we'll just fast forward this part. God, the heat from the straightening iron, I'm getting all schwitzy. Like I said, I have not worn my hair straight in forever, but that is not to say I don't love straight hair, because I do, and other people. I love it so much that, God, back in like the 7th grade, I wanted pin straight hair so badly on the inside of my body. I really didn't believe that a straightener could get it as straight as I wanted it. So I would lie on the floor every morning before school and I would put a towel down on the ground. Never do this, by the way. This is just a horrible, horrible idea. It's gotta be a fire hazard. It's gotta be a safety hazard. So just don't ever do this. But I would lie on the floor with a towel on the floor and take an actual clothing iron to my hair to get it so straight. I take a decent sized piece of hair at a time, and I clamp my straightener on it very lightly. Do not like pull with a hot tool. It's just disaster zone. That's how you fry your hair off. Very lightly. I clamp down with my straightening iron at the top as though I were gonna straighten it, and then I just little flick of the wrist, grab the ends where it's not hot, and you can do this with gloves. And I just kind of do that, and then I pull it out. So start at the top, and then I just turn it kind of like 180, and then keep slightly turning it. Like you probably only get like 270 degrees. Is that the measurement? Oh God. Yeah, like a 270 turn. You want the bend to vary. Like they don't all need to be as wavy as one another. Some can be a little looser, some can be a little tighter. That's really gonna give you that disheveled, just rolled out of bed look. I also try and switch it up every, probably like a 1:4 ratio. I will go the opposite direction. So again, holding it as though I were gonna straighten it, and then instead of turning my wrist backwards, I'm turning it forwards towards my face. All the pieces that are like near your face should be curled away. You never wanna curl in. That's how you get kind of prom hair. It's different if you're doing like a period look and you want those kind of period waves and to look more traditional, but for this messy bedhead look, think like Farrah Fawcett vibes towards the front, but not at all Farrah Fawcett vibes. So again, taking a decent sized piece of hair. It's better view on this side because I'm not looking in the mirror. Okay, so turn it away from your face. 270 degrees, pulling down real lightly. Some pieces you might want to go over again just to get like a little bit more bounce in there, and you're all good. If your hair is long, because mine's relatively short, mine's like just below my shoulders. If your hair is long, you may actually have to do a 360 turn or something like that. Like you may get halfway down and then just feel like you're pulling out the top too straight and want the wave up there. So just keep slowly turning. And they have like these gloves, which I don't own, but they have gloves that help you when you're working with hot tools so you don't burn your fingertips. Highly recommend getting a pair of those. I probably should. Okay, we are halfway through the second last layer. It's a process. Nothing makes me cringe more than when someone is doing hair and I can like hear the squeaking of the hot tool coming down their hair. Like that is death to hair that you are listening to and witnessing. That is horrible. So if it ever feels like it's like but like that's not the sound that it makes. It makes a more like sound. But if it ever is going down, it's like like it's not a smooth glide. You are holding your hot tool way too hard. Okay, last layer. Whew. Perfect. Let's say I'm doing it and it just like, I'm not getting that full turn. Can you see that? Look, it's like still pretty straight. It's got like one baby bend in it, but it's still pretty straight. You can always redo it lightly, or if your bend ends up like just at the bottom and then it ends up looking flat and like it doesn't have any volume on top, I'll just go back and just do a little half turn at the top and leave it. So now it's got the curl like the whole way through from probably about 3 inches below my root to the end. Woo! Yeah. Okay. Yep, that is, can you see this piece? Way too curly. That's like the prom hair that I try to avoid. That's why I don't use curling irons. Okay. So then I just hold it pretty straight and drag it through, which already started to loosen it up. And then I will keep the twist, hold the twist still, but I'll go back over it with a straightening iron, like using it as a straightening iron to straighten that end out. So now you can see it has chilled way out. Cool. So you can see like the texture is kind of going everywhere, which is what we want. Lots of dimension. Excuse my baby hairs, they're the bane of my existence. I have not figured out a solution for those guys yet. Now, it still looks a little bit done to me because it's freshly washed hair and I just styled it. I don't recommend blow drying before you do this just because you don't need to have the extra heat on your hair. If you blow it out, it almost like makes your hair not want to take the curl as well, so I just avoid it as often as possible. I'm gonna use a few products. Some might work for your hair, some might not. If you have fine hair, this is like a definite step that I would take. People think dry shampoo is just for dirty, greasy hair, but dry shampoo is actually an amazing product for clean hair. I think it's, again, better for fine hair because it'll give you that little oomph, that little bit of volume at the root, but I always say my hair mantra is the bigger the better, so I'll throw some of that in there too. Now, if you have fried ends, like yours truly, I have been using this Ouai hair oil. Jen Atkins, her product line. Jen used to cut my hair, so I love supporting her. And this stuff, like a little, goes an extremely long way. So I don't even really do a full pump of it. I do like half a pump, 3/4 of a pump. You can see like how much product there is. And I just go through my ends a little bit. Never like pulling out the curl, more kind of enhancing it as I go and scrunching it up so that the hair really drinks up the oil, but you're not like flattening it as you go. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. Another great root product if you need an extra oomph, as you can see, I really don't, but this KMS Add Volume Liquid Dust. I don't know if you've ever tried the powdered volumizer, like the root lifter powder, but that stuff works amazing and feels disgusting. It's so gross. You can't run your hands through your hair when you wake up the next day. It's all like, like it's not nice. This stuff wears really, really well. I put a tiny bit on my 4 fingers. Can you see that? Hello. Yes. On my 4 fingers. And I rub to my other fingertips. And then I just like separate my hair a little bit with my thumbs so I can get right in there at the root. Wow! It works. Now, the last step for this hairstyle is, what is it? Uemura. It's called Texture Wave Dry Finishing Spray. So it's not hairspray, because I don't like hairspray, but it, again, especially just for the first day of this hairstyle, it all looks a little like bouncy and fresh, which some people might like, but again, we are going for the more up, the better, rock star, straight out of bed hair. So I'm just gonna kind of lift it like this and spray as I go from a distance. And that is it. I just believe in enhancing what nature gave you, and I feel like this is kind of the polished, done version of how my hair dries naturally. So if you are a wavy hair girl by nature, or you want to be one for a day or two, this is the hairstyle for you. You can really like play around. You don't need to be an expert in anything, because again, the more messed up it looks, the better it looks, in my humble opinion. Yeah, man. Subscribe to my channel, pretty please. Please let me know in the comment section below if you liked this hair tutorial, what other tutorials you may want to see. If you want to see me review any products, I will list the products that I used in this video down below. Yeah, I'm new to the video game, guys, so I want all of your feedback. Want to hear what you thought and, you know, what you want to see next. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it. Tag me in pictures on Instagram if you were rocking this hairstyle. Peace out.